Hey guys, this is Dawn, and I just wanted to pop in here real quickly because I have been hearing so many people saying I'm really struggling right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm stressed out. I am snapping at people, and I'm just hearing people wondering like what's wrong with them. And I had my same experience this morning. I got really upset at my little 10-year-old, and I'm like, what is happening? And so I just wanted to share with all of you that it's okay. It's okay to have this kind of flux going on right now, to have these feelings that might be, a little overwhelming. It's okay that that's happening. And here's some reasons why. Right now, we have a break in some of our routines, right? So we're used to going to work, and we're used to, doing the thing, and, cooking dinner at a certain time and all of that. And everything's kind of like changing and shifting right now, this week, right? We're trying to get things done faster because we don't want to be at work, for the week, or we're trying to just like get the presents wrapped or get the things wrapped. And so we were like, why am I feeling so chaotic? And it's a shift in energy, right? It's a shift in where we're dispersing our energy. And so I wanted to share, like this morning with my daughter, I was like, why am I so mad at her? I don't understand. Why am I so upset with her? And the reality is this, like she was kind of being a little fart, right? But my reaction was way beyond what I wanted it to be. And so I connected with these other masterminders, and I was like, is anyone else feeling this? And all of the coaches were saying that their clients were feeling the same way. They had 10 people this week come to them saying that they're feeling a little uneasy and a little chaotic. And a lot of it has to do with our hormones right now. A lot of it has to do with really our shift in schedules right now and how we are responding to the different shifts. I mean, we're at the end of the year. We might be reflecting and saying, did I reach all my goals? Or I'm trying to take some time off and I have a test to finish, or whatever it might be. So I wanted to hop on here today to share you are not alone. If you are struggling right now with to-dos and overwhelm, like I legit this morning had a racing heart for almost an hour. I was like, what is wrong with me, right? And there's nothing wrong with me, and there's nothing wrong with you. This is the time of the year where a lot of times, we just feel some of the pressures coming in. Did I get the right gift for the right person? Are my nails done? Is my hair gonna be good? Like all the things, right? Can I finish my work assignment and get out early? Maybe you feel like a little mush brain where you're just like, I can't even focus on work. Like I just want to like put my feet up and relax a little bit. And so, when we have these shifts, it's okay and good to recognize that we're cyclical, right? A lot of us operate on this linear path. We operate with like, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, right? But if we shift our thinking a little bit and recognize that even we need the seasons, right? It's the seasons. The way to think about it is the seasons. Even if like right now, we're just like, I don't feel like talking to people. I just feel like being in my little space of quiet. Then you might be in the season of winter, right? Where you're just like, I want to think, I want to reflect, I want to just breathe. If you're feeling energized and eager, you might be in a different part of the cycle where, you're really thinking about executing projects and so forth. So there's multiple other stages too. And we're going to get into this in 2022 quite a bit, how to maximize this cyclical thinking versus this linear thinking relative to our work-life harmony, relative to our leadership development, and relative to a life that we love living. When I stopped thinking linear, when I stopped thinking like all these things need to get done because it should be that way, and I started thinking about this kind of cyclical approach, it really shifted things for me, because I was able to be okay with not wanting to talk to people. And I was able to be okay with saying no to attending certain events or answering certain calls, right? And recognizing what I needed during this time of the year. And sometimes what we need may not be what is demanded of us, right? Like right now, you might be at work and maybe what's being demanded of you is extra work so that you can leave on Friday early, right? And that can feel frustrating. Or maybe what's demanded of you is you're in charge of cooking dinner, or you forgot about your kids' outfits for Christmas or stockings, are those squared away? Or, maybe the holidays are not for you and maybe you have your own different stresses. And so I'll share with you that this year we decided to do Christmas Eve at my house, which is a small condo, not like my old house, which was really nice and big and had a lot of space for a lot of people. And I was like, how am I going to fit people in here? And what am I going to serve? And I just had to create a space in my mind that said, this is not linear. This is not yes or no. This is not get from point A to point B. This is about the experience. This is about the family. This is about the connection. And what does Dawn need right now to present in that sense? And really what I'm finding that I need in this time is quiet. I need quiet. I need to, be by myself. I need to read a book. I need to, just listen to my own music. My daughter, usually I wake up around 5:30 or 6 and I get my yoga in and I do some work before she wakes up. But she was so excited about Silly Sweater Day. You can take a look at my personal Facebook page to see her silly sweater. But she was so excited that she got up at 6 o'clock and I was like, shoot, I don't have my me time. I don't have my calming time. Like what? Like, okay, it's not a big deal. I can figure it out, right? But what I recognized is when I didn't have that time for me, I was much more reactive. I was much more angry. I was much more like, yeah, do you have to do all the noisy stuff right there? Like it's 6 a.m. and I need my tea in front of the Christmas tree by myself. And so, and so we have to recognize that there are things that you can do for yourself during this time of year, during this cyclical time, whatever that means for you, that's going to serve you. So be okay. First of all, forgive yourself. If you've done that, if you did like me this morning and you exploded at your 10-year-old or similar, right? Let it go. That happens. We are humans and those things happen. And if we continue those things, they can be quite uneventful, right? But if we reflect on them and say, what is it that I need right now to be my best self? Then creating that best self environment is really key to success. So what did I need? Funny enough, I just needed me time. I just needed quiet time where I didn't have to talk or think or anything. I just needed to sit down and take the breath and be like, and a friend of mine actually taught me this, and I'm going to teach it to you so that if you are feeling this way at all during this week, if you're feeling like you should do things, but you really don't want to, be okay with not doing them. I'm okay with not having the big house right now for the people. I'm okay with the floors not being super clean, and I'm okay with potentially running out of food, which never happens, right? And so being okay with these things is part of the release process, right? For me, at least. Maybe this serves you too. But what my friend taught me is you can kind of transition between these different kind of things that are going with something very simple, right? So let's say you're at work and you're like, I'm trying to get everything done. We know that we have to get away. We know that we have to separate. So what can we do? So some of the things that we can do if we're kind of crunched on time is we can do this. It's very simple. It's a body movement. And it literally is, what you want to welcome, you raise your hands up, and what you want to kind of not have in your life, you push it down, right? And so it could be, for me, it was I want to raise my energy. I want to be more positive. I want to enjoy the day, right? And so being able to say I'm enjoying my day. I'm releasing perfectionism. I'm enjoying my day and I'm releasing perfectionism. And creating breath with that. I'm enjoying my day and I'm releasing perfectionism. Something that simple can shift you. Something that simple can shift you, and it shifted me. So I wanted to share that with you as you move about this holiday season with the shoulds and the coulds and all the things that you think you have to do. Be okay with saying, that's not serving me right now. Be okay with that. And for the instances where, you're just like, hey, I gotta just get this done. Maybe your release can be something like, I'm going to execute and rock this out, and I'm releasing perfectionism, or I'm releasing these negative thoughts, or whatever it might be. And creating that intention is going to be really important for you, as it was for me, to really step it up in terms of bringing my best self to the table. So yeah, it was a crazy morning, and most of it was on me because I wasn't leveled out. I wasn't leveled out. And so I encourage you to implement these thinkings, right? So shift from this linear thinking to this cyclical thinking. It's okay to be in any part of the cycle that you're in. If you're not in go mode, then don't feel like you have to be. If you're, in go mode and everyone else is chilling, don't feel like you have to be like everybody else. Listen to your body. And part of that process is getting really quiet with yourself. Because if you're listening to the that everyone's telling you, that's when the shoulds come in. That's when I gotta wrap this, and I should have done this, and I should have done, right? Release all that. Recognize where you are in the cycle and really move forward in a way that serves you and that brings your best self to the table. And using that kind of, what do I want to embrace and what do I want to release? Motion. And it literally can be 3 times and you're done and you feel so much better. So, I want to wish you safe holiday season, but also one that brings you tremendous joy without the expectations, without the demands, without the stress, just releasing all of that. So we're going to end this with, I embrace a happy, healthy holiday season, and I release the perfectionism that sometimes I feel needs to happen in my day. All right. I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye now.